Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia here with this week's TMOG recap. Quarantine still going on. It's to the point where I had to Google how long until my muscles start to atrophy from lack of use. I also took a shower right before doing this video, meaning my hair's all wet once again, so you guys can make fun of me for that. Anyway, this episode of TMOG starts off with Amber. More and more audio keeps coming out of her abuse of Andrew, proving that without a doubt she beat and degraded Andrew on a regular basis. MTV, to their credit, actually plays like the worst parts of the clips, which I'm really glad they showed it, as disturbing as it was. And then after showing the clips, they pan to everyone's reactions, starting out with Corey and Shy. Corey's like, wow, man, this video has a lot of views. How much is it to buy a machete and a ring cam? Well, actually, Corey says that he felt that Andrew was poking at Amber. Cheyenne is a little more harsh, rightfully so, and says that Amber was wrong and she needs to get help. Cheyenne hasn't been on this show for 10 years. She doesn't really have to pretend to be friends with Amber. Next is Macy and Taylor. Macy says, well, that was terrible. Everyone has their faults. But if I lose my own mind, please call the cops, Taylor. Don't sit there and record it. I'm not saying Amber wasn't wrong, but she's better than this. Well, Andrew did call the cops, first of all, Macy. But clearly, judging by your reaction before you saw these audio tapes, people might not have believed him without the recording. The recordings were what really made people face the facts and provided proof of what she did. So I think it was smart of Andrew to record her. I don't think he was like doing a bad thing by recording her. The only difference is everyone else is seeing it as opposed to just him. She still put that out there in the universe. Then Macy's like, and you know, everyone just feels the need to put their 2 cents in. Hey, it's me. Next, Caitlin and Tyler watch the video. Caitlin knows it's wrong, but she doesn't want to drop Amber as a friend, even though Amber would probably drop her on her head if she ever betrayed her. What really triggered Kate was James being present for Amber's abuse, because Kate herself was always present for her mom's fights with her many loser boyfriends. They even flash back to a disturbing old fight between Butch and April with Kate in the middle. Kate decides to go see her psychiatrist about it, and then, while she's talking about this, Amber calls her. But Amber requests that the call not be filmed so we don't get the tea. I'm sure Amber wishes she could request her abusing Andrew not to be filmed, but I guess it's a little too late for that. Amber then calls Gary. Amber apparently skipped out on seeing Leah that day because depression, which Gary is not thrilled about. Christina says they're all one big family, and so Gary decides he'll give Amber a visit, because Amber sure as hell isn't getting up from that couch. It's Mackenzie's birthday! The couple's retreat was not filmed, but according to her, it went well. Josh still doesn't live with her, but he did drop off cupcakes at her house for her birthday. And basically, he's going to start her off on a birthday scavenger hunt. Yeah, Josh really set up a scavenger hunt. With the cupcakes came a card with a ring in it, saying that the second letter would be at her mom's house. So she kind of like, goes to different people's houses, picks up the next clue for what she's going to do next for the day. I'm really surprised Josh set all that up. So Mackenzie drives to her mom's house where her other present awaits, which is a Bible. She loves it because neither of them had a Bible before, they just used the app. When she says that, there's like some visible, tangible death glares coming from her mother, who is very religious. So all this scavenger hunt stuff. Honestly, it seems really cute. I love that idea, and I'm a little shocked and in disbelief that this came from Josh's head. Maybe they told him to do it at the couple's retreat, or he found the idea online, I don't know, but I guess good on him, right? But it's even more meaningful for Mackenzie, because she says this is the first birthday present Josh has ever gotten her. In 9 years! She's been with him since early 2010, and he has never bought her a birthday present. Me and Mackenzie are actually the same age, and I just cannot imagine being with the same guy since I was a freshman in high school, all through college, after college, and everything, and not one birthday present. Like, not even when they first got together and he was still trying to impress her. And when you're in high school, everyone buys each other balloons to walk around with during class, and like, not even then did he get her anything. Yikes. Bentley is turning 11 soon. Show's really been going on that long. Macy wants to invite Mackenzie and Ryan to the party, and she wants to have his party at the zoo. Well, might as well just send him to Caitlin and Tyler's house and save some money. Cheyenne is launching a clothing line to raise awareness for VLCAD. Matt is still mooching off her when he said he was going to get his own place, which understandably is causing tension between them. Get a job, dude. Get your own house. Cheyenne also wants to start an event planning company with her friend Remy. Corey, of course, is all for it. Free t-shirts and free party planning for him. If this keeps up, he'll never have to spend his own money ever again. Corey also has some opportunities, namely that The Challenge called him and wants him to do another season. The Challenge is apparently another show on MTV that him and Cheyenne were on. I've never seen it. I don't even know what it's about, except that it's like challenging, I assume. And then while Corey's talking about this, they start showing old flashback footage from when he was on The Challenge, like as if anyone gives a shit. Like, what show am I watching here? Teen Mom or The Challenge? This just once again proves my theory that they put Cheyenne on here to get the Teen Mom audience to try to watch The Challenge. Screw you, MTV, I'm not watching The Challenge. Since Corey is in a relationship, he says he won't be hooking up and drinking excessively during The Challenge like usual. He'll just keep those activities to the club behind Taylor's back. But he really wants the money from doing the show, and he also seems to be a little jealous that Cheyenne is starting businesses and he's not doing anything, so he decides to go for it. Caitlin goes to her psychiatrist to discuss Amber, and she starts off the session with, I have a friend who did these things. Yeah, I have a friend, meaning the psychiatrist is totally gonna think she's talking about herself now. Kate describes Amber's fighting and how it triggered her flashbacks to her mom's boyfriends. And the doctor kind of says, yeah, it's good that you stayed a friend to Amber. Having a nice friend like you can have a stabilizing lithium-type effect. What? Next time someone calms me down, instead of saying, thanks, you have such a chill personality, I'm gonna say, thanks for your lithium-type effect, buddy. Never heard that one before. Gary arrives, and Amber is wrapped up in a blanket looking traumatized. The blanket probably smells like sweat and Cheetos. He asks if she's alright, and of course Amber blames every disorder in the book. It's my bipolar, borderline, anxiety, PPD, the entire DSM, that's me, I'm all of it. Once again, people who have these disorders don't all go around beating people and chasing their husband with a machete. You learn to control it with your therapist if you put the work in, you take your medication, which of course Amber doesn't do. And Gary says, well, not everyone knows that you got over all those disorders, because she didn't. And she says, I don't care about everybody, after spending literally every past episode crying because of what everybody thinks of you. You need help. I got help already. You were wrong in that video, Amber. You need to have liability. I am remorseful. I don't want to be that person again. You need anger management classes, Amber. I'll do anything for my son, but the need is not there. Which is rich. If Amber doesn't need anger management, who does? But she finally agrees, okay, I'll do it. And Gary says, okay, I'll call, because apparently Amber's grown ass can't do it herself. They answer like, hello, this is anger management. Definitely not an MTV producer pretending to be anger management. Gary's like, I'm going to schedule an appointment for my ex-girlfriend, which is a little weird, and Amber looks annoyed when he says that. They're able to schedule an appointment for 4 o'clock today. Cheyenne's whole family works in event planning, which makes sense based on how many parties they have, so she gets advice from them. They're basically just like, yeah, do it. Sure. Corey tells Taylor he wants to go on the challenge. She's okay with it. I'm sure it's because if he cheats on her on the challenge, at least there'll be video proof of it. She says that she's not nervous, but she does start crying. I don't think they announced on the show yet that she's pregnant, which is a little weird. She was definitely pregnant by this point they were filming, and Corey and her definitely aren't the private type. Corey says to Taylor, if we keep it like this, it'll be alright. But he's like intertwining with his own hand, so I don't know what he's trying to say. Mackenzie is still on her scavenger hunt. In this step, her sister drives her to a favorite restaurant, which ends up being Chili's. I would call her a basic bitch, but my favorite restaurant is Olive Garden, so I really can't judge. The instructions tell her to send Josh a selfie, which she does, and after that she goes to another surprise place, which is a massage place. And in the card that she gets there, he says he hopes that she enjoys it, but I doubt it'll be as good as the one you'll get from me tonight. And then it asks her to send a description to him of her perfect man. Okay, there's no way Josh actually wrote this stuff, right? There's no way, I would bet money on that these words did not come out of his brain. She describes her perfect man as a leader, trustworthy, and her best friend. Her sister asks, well, is Josh any of those things? And she replies, well, I'm not the perfect wife, so what can you really say about him? For this next scene, they're talking about people coming at Kate on social media for supporting Amber. And they show some pretty funny tweets, too. And they also show, their little cartoon drawings of trolls. I guess anyone who criticizes Kate is a troll. Hi, it's me. I guess I'm a troll. What up, MTV? Tyler doesn't think that Kate did anything wrong because she supported Amber before the audio came out. And Tyler thinks that people need to Google search the difference between condoning and supporting. This is coming from the guy who barely bailed his own best friend Ashley out of jail. Mackenzie and Ryan are moving, hopefully out of Brian's parents' house. Macy texts them about Bentley's zoo party on Sunday. Mackenzie texts back that Ryan is worried about filming it because of the restraining order. He doesn't want to risk being arrested again on some kind of technicality. Macy responds that there's not going to be any drama. At the park, the other Mackenzie gets wine glasses from Josh's little scavenger hunt. This is apparently the spot where Josh proposed to her for the first time. He writes that she deserved better than his first proposal, and that she should throw her old ring. I think that's what it was. I don't know if this was like a joke or if it actually happened the way it was filmed, but it was apparently her first diamond engagement ring, and he tells her to throw it, so she throws it into the woods while she and her producer laugh about it. A diamond ring. So, does anyone want to send me the coordinates to that park? I think the pawn shops are still open. At the next spot, Mackenzie follows a line of roses to the finish line. Josh comes out and dressed in his finest jeans and a formal shirt. He comes out with a rose and proposes to her again with a shiny, new, bigger diamond ring. It was all really cute and really, really out of character for Josh. I mean, you don't buy her a present for 9 years and all of a sudden you set up this whole scavenger hunt. You go to the massage parlor, you go to the Chili's, you go to all these places and set all this up. I mean, maybe he has the free time to do it. Maybe he did. Maybe he thought of it himself. I don't know. I cannot get a handle on Josh's character. Gary takes Amber to anger management. She keeps talking about how she's emotionally drained and literally, dead. After the session, which was not filmed, Amber comes out of the building and she faints. And the result and cause of that, I guess, will be seen next episode. Corey picks up Ryder so Cheyenne can focus on her business. Since they met on the challenge, she says that she can't really tell him not to go on the show, so maybe he should go accept the offer and go on the show. But she says, no fights or female hookups this time around, Corey. So, no feeling either way on male hookups? Over at Ryan and Mackenzie's house, Ryan appears to be tweaking out. He's like, if they're gonna film it, I don't want to go. I don't know why you guys don't understand this. And then he says the restraining order was based on a lie anyway, and he never threatened Taylor, which I don't believe for a moment. Even Larry says, yeah, you did. And Ryan gets mad at him for defending them. Ryan's eyes get massive, and he's like, stop getting on my ass. I could go to jail because of this. Larry's like, well, is that the only reason you went to jail last time? The restraining order? Not the heroin? Yeah! Ryan keeps yelling about the RO while his mom starts crying. This man-child Ryan is just really pathetic. And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom OG. Do you think that Amber kind of made herself faint to try to gain sympathy with the audience? Or do you think it was real? Do you think Ryan should miss the party in order to avoid an issue with the restraining order? I really don't think Macy would call the cops for him violating the restraining order on a party that she invited him to. He seems a little ridiculous with that. Do you think that the cast reactions to Amber changed when the audio got released, or did they kind of have the same feelings on the situation? Make sure to leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe for Teen Mom Recaps every week.